This is the most detailed video on YouTube, and you will not find another video that comes close to it in terms of details. So it's actually a 16-minute long video which is chopped into two parts, going through the full car to give you all a really good idea of what exactly the BYD Seagull is, right up close to the bolts and the suspension and the brakes and under the bonnet. And as we know, they are going to be making it in Europe to sell it in the local market and in the UK. So BYD are currently working on their largest Chinese, what we call the Gigafactory, which is 11 times larger than Tesla's largest Gigafactory, or in other words, it's larger than San Francisco. It's huge. So that's going to be one of the next videos in a couple of days' time. Hello folks, my name is Ben Alexander. Thank you very much for joining me, and welcome to all the new subscribers. There's probably been 1,000 subscribers this week, more than usual I think, and I'm just about to cross over 10,000, so thank you very much for being a part of the channel. I normally make EV news videos, and every now and then I go out and film with these cars, the car that I talk about a lot, and I film in 4K really up close as I can get. And I call these videos my quality control check videos. There is a playlist and there's lots of them, so if you just type in on my channel quality control check videos, you will see, Volvos and Hyundais and that sort of thing, BYDs. This is shot actually by a chap called Tim. He lives in China, a really nice bloke who also is very good with the camera, a jolly good chap, I would say. So thank you very much for the time and effort to make this for us all, Tim. Thank you. Please consider subscribing if you want to stay up to date with all the latest EV news, and enjoy part 1 of 2. The next one will be out in 24 hours time. So the BYD Seagull costs in China about $7,800 US after the latest round of price cuts, which is actually down from $9,500 US. So even in China, that is considered very, very cheap. It's got two batteries to choose from, 30 kilowatt hour, 38.9 kilowatt hour, both LFP batteries, blade batteries from BYD obviously, so renowned for good quality, longevity. But just remember that all batteries need battery cooling and proper thermal management, using the air conditioning, not just blowing a fan over it. And they don't call it passive cooling, because passive cooling kind of is no cooling, to be honest. It's just air over it from when the car's moving. And basically the only one out of the two batteries that has this is the large one. So if you're going to consider buying one and you want to do 100,000 miles in it, or 200,000 kilometers or more, you just have to get the long one basically, especially it's imperative if you live in a hot climate. Everybody seems to agree with that. Every now and then somebody disagrees, but I did a poll on this and loads of people voted. 90-something% of people agreed that basically everything bigger than an e-bike, a little push bike with a battery, should have battery cooling on it, because the batteries are so expensive and it's imperative that they last for a long time. And yeah, the specs, basic specs, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 13 seconds, 30 to 80% in about 30 minutes if you've got the big battery. It's got cameras on it and things like that. Of course, I don't need to go through all of that stuff. It has lane assist and cruise control and that sort of thing. So if you want to know about the brakes are good. They are actually pretty good when you step on them. The seats, not the comfiest, but doable, and there is an element of slowness to it, or lag. I would imagine you could say lag, or a little bit limp, or a bit slow, but that's okay. We know that it's got 60 kilowatts, so it's not a fast car. It could do with a boost button probably for overtaking, because it isn't that quick obviously, but I think a lot of people are used to that. I think, for example, in Europe or the UK, lots of people drive cars that are very, very ordinary and a bit slow, like the Honda Jazz or Toyota Yaris or a Kia Picanto. Slow cars, not much power. People aren't necessarily overtaking all the time. They're just going from A to B, getting to work cheaply in a small, practical little car that's not expensive to replace parts like brakes and tyres and things like that. So if you drive those cars, you won't be so surprised. It's just a slow, ordinary little car. If you want it to be nippy, you could spend quite a bit more actually, and get the BYD Dolphin and get about 2.5 times the power and much bigger battery. I won't keep going here, so I'll just leave you to listen to it and listen to all the little clicks and button presses and things like that. Just remember to leave your thoughts in the comments and feel free to subscribe. Part 2 will be out in 24 hours time, and I've actually got a Facebook page for this car, so feel free to join it, and it is linked in the description below. And thank you very much to the members on YouTube for helping me make my videos all the time. Wally as well, who recently joined. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.